Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate y'all. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to show y'all that new Trump's ad. It might get the show taken off the air, to be totally honest with you. That shit is so fire. It comes out guns blazing on these fools. We're going to talk about the high school coach that went too far. I don't know if y'all saw that video or not, but we're going to get into it. I know you got to discipline your kids, your student athletes, but sometimes they go too far, man. We're going to talk about that alleged daycare abuse. Allegedly. What up, Guardius in the house? What up, Guardius? Shout out to my YouTube people and my Rumble people broadcasting live on both of those tonight. I appreciate y'all. We're going to talk about the UNC incident and so much more tonight on Rebel Without a Reason show. Kablamo. What's up, y'all? Looking scruffy as hell. Scruffy as hell tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. And we got a few things to get into before we get into all that stuff. Make sure y'all go over to rebelwithoutareason.com. You're going to get a link to the show over there as well, because, you know, sometimes they try to hide the show from y'all. Make sure you go check out that new Trump collection we got over there for y'all. I got to add some more stuff to it, obviously, but you get the not guilty mugs, mug shot on a mug. Look at that mug on that mug for the low price of $11.95. Get you one today at rebelwithoutareason.com. There's all kind of fun stuff on there, though. If you go to the ladies' shirts, we got shirts there as well, featuring that now famous, infamous mug shot. Joshua Bateman in the house. Bring back prosperity. Bring back peace. Bring back America. Bring back Trump. I hear you on that, sir. Boom. What's up with that icon, though, brother? What you doing out there, Mr. Nature Man? The Nature Boy. Check out that new T24 shirt and mugs we got for y'all over there, too. This is one of my favorite ones I got so far. Got your boy riding the Harley with this sawed-off shotgun, ready to take some people down. Got mugs available for that and more, too, at rebelwithoutareason.com. Make sure you get one of those Mega MAGA shirts as well. Show them what time it is. If you want some color in your life instead of just a black and white photo, get that Mega MAGA shirt. That's $28 for that. That's a pretty good price. All that and more over there at rebelwithoutareason.com. You can also get that T24 mug there too. Check that beach out. I wish that would I wish that would zoom in for y'all properly, but make sure you give me that donation on PayPal as well. Hit that link, hit that Cash App. We put that down there at the bottom for y'all. Do I take an EBT on that website? Hey, try it, man. Put in your code. Yeah, if you put in the promo code REBEL, capital REBEL, that'll give you 10% off over there at the store if you spend $20 or more. So you get a couple things and save some money too. Do it. Do it now. Guardia says if Trump is somehow finagled out of nomination, I will never vote Republican again. Dude, you know they're going to try, man. I mean, what type of finagling we talking about? You know what I mean? Are we talking about finagling? Or are we talking about finagling? What are we talking about? Guardia says my pronouns are MAGA victory. Hell yeah. Trump the Donald's 24. Man, I'm thinking I like Byron Donalds for sure. I really do. But I really like Larry Elder. And they hate his fucking guts, man. Even the Republicans don't want him at the Republican convention because he was associated with Donald Trump. The fuck out of here. Give me a fucking break. I'm gonna open them phone lines up before we even get started here tonight. So just in case y'all want to call in while we're doing the show, you see the number going across the bottom down now. Hopefully it won't crash the system. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Elder Trump 2024. And I think he would take him too, you know? Surprise everybody, like left field. I love Byron Donalds, though. He'd be damn good too. He did put the smackdown on Charlatan the Fraud. He sure did. I can't stand that fool. Fake as fake can be on that beast. That's your boy right there. Do. Give me 1 second. We're going to get into this mess. Oh, Tucker dropped a new interview too. Let me see who he had on there. Oh, he spoke with the Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban. We'll play that. I'll get that for y'all because it's 30 minutes long. I have to pull that video down and I'll post it for y'all. So I'll have that. That's episode 20. It's going to be coming up later. Yeah. So here's your promo code there. If you want to get 20%, I'm sorry, if you get 10% off on the Mega merch sale we're having over there at rebelwithoutareason.com, use that promo code REBEL. Right there it is, right there. You get 10% off of 20% or more. So that's not just MAGA merchandise, though. It's everything on the website. So help yourself. Express yourself. There's all kind of shirts on that that'll piss people off. I'm going to make some more, too, though. What up, Mr. Donald Hops in the building? What's up, sir? Donald Hop in the building. We got another racisms in the gun program. What you talking about with us?
What you talking about with us?
What you talking about with us? The fuck you talking about? Yeah, we're gonna have some crazy video for y'all over there on Rumble after the show. Make sure y'all stick around for that. It's gonna be a fun time over there. Cat's in the house. What's up, Cat? Aliens here. What's up, Alien? Alien. Hey, Alien. Guardia says, I think Biden will declare martial law because of Russia and we will have mail-in ballots again. Well, dude, they about to drop the bug on us again with lockdowns and shit. So everybody get ready for that just in time for election season. It's going to be a fun time of the year. What's up, Mandingo's over there on Rumble as well. I appreciate you, sir. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons on both of those platforms. No, I haven't been following Sticks. I know Devin does. Let's get into this thing. Let's watch Chris Christie Cookie talk some shit about Trump. He says we should show no mercy on Trump whatsoever.
And I actually thought Mike Pence's answer on that was pretty good, where he said, I have used the pardon power. And so have I as governor of New Jersey. And it should be used with mercy and reason. And there's no reason to show mercy on Donald Trump when he doesn't even want to admit that anything he did was wrong. And I actually thought Mike Pence's answer.
And see, that's going to be part of it, too. They're going to want Trump to admit some kind of fault or something if they're going to drop charges or reduce charges or some kind of weird shit. You know how they do. Get him to plead it down a little bit. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to play this new ad straight off the bat because it's like 10 minutes long. But dude, it's worth it. I want to see y'all in the chat. Tell me who all these people are in this ad because you're going to see some very familiar faces. Very familiar faces. Oh, there was some echo going on? No, come on now. Let me fix that right quick. What was echo, Boomhauer? Hang on, fool. Piggy, piggy, can't you see? Echo Mammy. Dude, why is it Echo Mammy? Sorry about that. I think I know what the problem was. I bet this shit was coming through my headphones and through my mic at the same time. I couldn't hear it. Can y'all hear me now? Bob's in the house. Hello, Bob. Just the Christie video was echoing. Okay, let me try it again. Fudge.
And I actually thought Mike Pence's answer that was pretty good, where he said, you know, I have used the pardon power. And so have I as governor of New Jersey. And it should be used with mercy and reason. And there's no reason to show mercy on Donald Trump when he doesn't even want to admit that anything he did was wrong. And I actually thought Mike Pence's answer.
All right, how was that time, guys? I think I fixed that beast. Do. Okay, it sounds fine. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate you, sir. You hear me, but not the Christie cookie. Boy, y'all better quit teasing me right now.
That was pretty good, where he said, you know, I have used the pardon power. And so have I as governor of New Jersey.
I know you tell me you see the revolting blob talk that shit on this TV screen right now.
It should be used with mercy and reason.
Dude, I'm going to have to meme this for while I'm thinking about it. I had a revolting blob I was going to do for Lizzo, but I think I might do it for this video right here. Boom. All right, now we're back. I appreciate y'all giving me the audio tips before we get too far along, because I want y'all to be able to hear this next one loud and clear. Loud and clear in here. Okay, so it's Trump's new ad that just dropped. This motherfucker's 10 minutes long. I mean, it's worth every fucking minute. We'll kind of stop it periodically throughout, and we're going to chat it up. I was actually getting excited watching this shit. This shit'll get you hyped for what's about to come, because you know they got their strategy figured out, man. They ain't just gonna let these motherfuckers steamroll them. I hope you understand that. Show notes. No, man, it was the settings on the Rodecaster. That was the only thing that I didn't do. And yeah, if I had a checklist, it would probably help out, but meh. You missed one day. I missed one day last week, and throws y'all off schedule. Turn his lips into donuts. Mark Dice calls him Krispy Kreme. I call him Chris Christie Cookie because there's a company in Nashville called Christie Cookies. They're not well known yet, but they will be once y'all start calling him Chris Christie Cookie. All right, let's get this shit. Trump's new ad. We're just gonna, dude, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be so funny. And everybody in the chat, tell me who all these people are when you see them. I'm gonna try to name them out with y'all.
Republican supporters and President Trump are being ridiculed, persecuted, and even prosecuted by Biden, congressional Democrats, and their radical prosecutors for raising questions about the accuracy of the 2020 election. This may be one of the most hypocritical acts in history, considering the Democrats have violently claimed that the last 3 Republican presidential wins were stolen, rigged, and illegitimate. And it was the Democrats who tried to stop the certification of a Republican president. We start with the 2000 election, where Democrats claimed it was Gore, not Bush, who won, and that the Republicans and their Supreme Court stole the election.
Bush versus Gore. A court took away a presidency.
If Al Gore won that election, I think he won it anyway.
No doubt in my mind that Al Gore was elected president.
Speaking to a Democratic group in Chicago Tuesday, he made it clear he thinks Al Gore was.
Hold on one damn second here. I got to move this graphic out of the way because I want y'all to see. This is the 2000 presidential election. Ooh, let me move this over here and then move this down here. Actually, I'm going to move it right there. Biggity bammo. And just like that, we're back into it. So this is the 2000 presidential election right now. Bill Clinton was talking that shit. Hillary Clinton was talking that shit. Let's watch this. And he's going back. You already see where we're going. He comes out swinging on these motherfuckers already.
Winner.
By the time it was over, our candidate had won the popular vote, and the only way they could win the election was to stop the voting in Florida.
What I observed as a voter, as a citizen of Illinois 4 years ago, were troubling evidence of the fact that not every vote was being counted.
The Supreme Court selected George W. Bush as the president. He was not elected.
Katherine Harris, Jeb Bush, Jim Baker, and the Supreme Court hadn't tampered with the results, Al Gore would be president.
There is overwhelming evidence that George W. Bush did not win this election.
I don't think that George W. Bush won the election in 2000. I guess.
So here goes Jimmy Carter talking about Al Gore in 2000. You'll see him again here in a minute.
Gore, because I think he probably lost Florida and also the nationwide.
And stolen. The court has been thwarting formation of the popular.
There's your boy right there. Look at that. Oh, Raskin. Jamie Raskin, bitch ass in there.
Well, the most spectacular example being Bush versus Gore, where the majority by a 5-4 vote enjoined the counting of more than 100,000 ballots in Florida and essentially gave America its first court-appointed president.
If all the votes were counted in Florida, that Al Gore would be president today and George Bush would be back in office.
After the election, when you stole the election, you came back here and said, get over it. No, we're not going to get over it.
I think I carried Florida. You know it, I know it, they know it.
Democrat members of Congress also refused to participate in the official certification of the election.
I rise to object to the fraudulent 25 Florida electoral votes.
I must object because of the overwhelming evidence of official misconduct, deliberate fraud.
It is signed by myself on behalf of my diverse constituents and the millions of Americans who have been disenfranchised by Florida's inaccurate vote count.
I come from Florida, where you and others participated in what I call the United States coup d'etat.
Now we're on to 2004.
In 2004, the Republicans won again. And once again, the Democrats claimed the election was stolen.
We cannot declare that the election of November 2nd, 2004 was free and clear and
This Sheila Jackson Lee right here. She's still up there talking that mess.
transparent and real. There must be independent testing of the voting machines used in Ohio.
There were numerous irregularities in Ohio, including large percentages of rejections of provisional balloting, problems with voting machines.
I'm not confident that the election in Ohio was fairly decided. We know that.
Here's your boy right here, Howard Dean. Y'all remember him? Ah! He almost won it until he had that little episode that threw him off.
There was substantial voter suppression, and the machines were not reliable.
Some machines malfunctioned, causing votes to be counted more than once, or not at all.
As we look at our election system, I think it's fair to say that there are many legitimate questions about its accuracy, about its integrity.
There are still legitimate concerns over the integrity of our elections.
The question, obviously, is how many instances were not caught that we don't know about. Number one, we've seen a lot of what I'll call honest glitches where it just didn't work right.
That's Jerry Nadler, the U.S. Representative Jerry Nadler, Oh, squishy pants. Talking about honest glitches. Come on, man.
But also that these machines are hackable. A dishonest employee of the vendor, or a dishonest employee of a local board of elections, or simply someone who knows electronics and has a computer at home, could hack into these machines and put in a secret instruction to disregard every 20th Democratic vote or add 10% to the carry or to the Bush vote or whatever.
Dude, that's your boy right here, Jerry Nadler, the U.S. representative, YouTube, saying this back in 2004. So don't get on to me. This is our United States representatives right here. R.I.P. this stream right here. Oh, shit, I told y'all, dude.
He might not ever know it.
Treating today's electoral vote count in Congress as a meaningless ritual would be an insult to our democracy unless we registered our own protest against the obviously flawed voting process that took place in so many of our states.
Voters who wish to cast a vote for president or vice president can't approach the polls with certainty that their vote will be counted.
Based upon an inordinate number of allegations suggesting gross voting rights violations and misconduct, I join with my colleagues in objecting to counting the state of Ohio's electoral votes.
Among the Democrats who claimed the 2004 election was stolen was Democrat nominee John Kerry and his wife, Teresa Hines.
I arranged to meet Senator Kerry at a fundraiser to give him a copy of my book. He told me he now thinks the election was stolen.
The wife of John Kerry said she has lingering doubts about the legitimacy of the election. Her theory goes like this. Two brothers, she calls hard right Republicans, own 80% of the voting machines in the U.S. Therefore, it would be easy to hack into the mother machines that control the electronic voting.
Now we're going 2016.
In 2016, when President Trump was declared the winner on election night, the Democrats moved quickly to call the election stolen and illegitimate, including President Trump's opponent, Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton apparently still not over her 2016 defeat to President Trump. She's now claiming the election was stolen from her.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you. Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
But there absolutely is a cloud of illegitimacy.
I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
The president-elect, although legally elected, is not legitimate.
He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Would you be my vice presidential candidate? Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
So that legitimacy is in question, yes.
I have an objection.
There was a widespread understanding that this election was not on the level.
Some Democrats continued to promote the totally false narrative that President Trump had somehow conspired with the Russians.
There goes your girl, Maxine Waters, Mad Maxine.
The outcome of the election was affected by their interference, and now we need to know, to what degree, if any, the Trump campaign was actually in collusion with Russia.
How can you win with Russian interference, though?
That's
what I'm scared about in 2020.
But rightly.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right.
Trump didn't actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election.
There he is again. I know he died finally, didn't he? Didn't this motherfucker die again finally? But he's been on this bitch twice already, saying that there was some election funny business. So Trump is setting up so much precedence of this right here. Like, come on, man. All you people have said the same exact things that he's saying now.
And he was put into office because the Russians interfered.
You said you believe that Russia's interference altered the outcome of the election.
I do.
The one thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
Do you believe Trump is a legitimate president?
What I believe is that there's no question that the outcome of this election was affected by the Russian interference.
An independent investigation revealed that not only was this totally fabricated by the Democrats and Clinton operatives, but that Joe Biden was also complicit. The Democrats have also accused Republicans of stealing many other elections, including in Georgia. The very same place tainted Democrat Georgia prosecutor Fani Willis is now unfairly prosecuting President Trump for suggesting there was voter fraud.
I acknowledge that former Secretary of State Brian Kemp will be certified as the victor in the 2018 gubernatorial election. This is not a speech of concession.
And despite the final tally and the inauguration and the situation we find ourselves in, I do have one very affirmative statement to make. We won.
Without voter suppression, Stacey Abrams would be the governor of Georgia. Andrew Gillum is the governor of Florida.
If Stacey Abrams doesn't win in Georgia, they stole it. It's clear.
I think that Stacey Abrams' election is being stolen from her.
If she had a fair election...
And they still won't shut up about Stacey Abrams, dude. Shut the fuck up about that big tub of shit.
She already would have won.
Georgia voters did not have their votes counted. They were not allowed to cast votes. They had their votes...
Shut up, Refrigerator Perry. Look how big this bitch is. She did not win, and they're saying all the same the same stuff that Trump's saying about his campaign. What's the difference? Where are their charges at? They gonna get brought up on some charges? Joshua said he's still alive. Come on, dude. I thought he died again.
Reminder, she wrote. Brian Kemp stole the gubernatorial election from Georgians and Stacey Abrams.
It certainly gave the appearance of unfairness, and I think there was unfairness. Stacey ran a great campaign. She probably won.
She would be the governor of Georgia today had the governor of Georgia not disenfranchised 1.4 million Georgia voters before the election. That's what happened to Stacey Abrams. They took the votes away.
One thing that you can both agree on, I guess, is Republicans and Democrats have both said elections are illegitimate as hell. So we got that going for us. That's for sure. Do they trust it? Do they trust in it at all? Seems like we go back and forth on this game all the time.
Notably, did not concede. Okay, you acknowledged that he won, but you did not concede.
Correct.
5 months later, do you still feel like your opponent won through voter suppression?
Yes.
Many in America are asking why President Trump is being prosecuted for doing the very same thing Democrats like Biden and Hillary have done. And the answer is very simple. Like a third world corrupt dictator, Biden will use any means necessary to stop the one Republican he knows he can't beat.
How can you win with Russian interference, bro?
Not be a legitimate president.
Russia's interference.
They stole it. It's clear.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Woo! Holy shit, dude. That ad was hot. Man, I was so excited when I first saw that. I was fucking laughing. I saw Raskin's bitch ass in there. I'm like, dude, where's your do-rag at? 2008. He went back on him. 2004. Let's see, who was that in there behind Clinton? I don't think that was her. I don't think that was Mad Maxine behind Clinton there. But she said it too. They all said it. Dude, I saw this the other day. How does Fawn says, how does Trump have only have 5% lead over Biden's bitch ass? I saw they were saying that it was neck and neck. I'm like, come on, dude, it is not neck and neck. Nobody likes Biden. Nobody can admit to liking Biden. With a straight face, you ask them, okay, what do you like about Biden? He ain't Trump. That's all they would say. No more mean tweets, but everything's $5,000. SC Wolverines, what up, man? SC in the house. Dude, we got funny shit for y'all over there on the Rumble channel. Make sure y'all hang around for that. It's going to be here at the end of the YouTube show. Just stick around and we're going to have some fun. Crazy as hell. So how can they say legitimately that Trump couldn't question his election, but they have all this video, news footage, articles, and then they're in their own words questioning the shit. Incredible. Incredible. Alien says I'm a mind reader. What you talking about, man? If I was a mind reader, I knew what the hell you was talking about. Bob, you know what? I think about that all the time. People like us don't talk to pollsters. And who's giving a poll? Who's taking a poll? Nobody's walking around with a clipboard like they used to back in the day, taking this shit down, and you go back and analyze it and what all this. Even online, nobody's doing an online survey. Nobody's getting a text message that says, hey, do this for me. What do you think about this? Who do you think about that? No. Donald Hop says they think people won't research their past. Exactly. Exactly. And they're right there with it, dude. All of them saying it on both sides. Good people on both sides, as Trump would say. Anthony, what's happening on Rumble? Man, I got so much stuff to show y'all, but I can't show none of it on YouTube. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, let's go to the high school teacher story right quick. We'll go back and forth on more Trump stuff because I got fun stuff to show y'all on the Rumble channel. Yeah, so this is Mays High School. I'm not sure exactly in Georgia. This is everything Georgia posted. Mays High School football coach has been fired after seen punching a player in the stomach during a game this weekend. So this is a high school football game. Boom, you see him right there. He's going off. Whatever was going on with the play, he wasn't happy with it. Boom. This is a black coach punching the hell out of another student. He happens to be black. I mean, that could give serious injury. You see right there, he bent over like, oh, if you weren't ready for that punch, well, obviously he wasn't. That was some sucker punch bitch shit right there. Whatever, dude, it's just a game, homeboy. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking game. Who cares? I can't stand foosball just for that reason. People lose their fucking mind, man. Oh, they said he was charged with simple battery. I don't understand it, man. I know your kids get out of control and shit. But come on, man. It's just a game, dude. You're going to lose? Oh, my God. What could be worse than that? Losing a foosy ball game? Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Is it going to be worth the lawsuit? Because the parents are definitely going to sue this motherfucker. I know I would. You're lucky if you don't get your ass beat. Hell no. And it's a high school student, so I don't know. Yeah, Rumble is behind just a little bit, Anthony. I think they're like 10 seconds behind. OG Space Debris over there, though. What's up, OG from Australia? G'day, mate. I appreciate you being here. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons, hit them subscribe buttons, all that fun stuff. Bob, you're funny. He said that player's dad should kick his ass. Oh, wait, he has no father. I don't know, man. Sometimes when you're in the sports and stuff like that, they got the mamas and the daddies there helping them push to do stuff. Some kids don't get into no type of extracurricular activities other than doing gangbanging and dumb shit. So at least he's doing something, keeping himself out of trouble doing football. But the coach is still out of line, man. It's dumb as hell. Like, come on, dude. Come on, bro. Give me 1 second here. Dude, exactly. SC Wolverine says people lose their minds with sports. They will fight referees. Parents will fight each other. It's dumb, dude. It's like they're trying to relive their own childhood through their kids. I never popped on that one kid that disrespected me, so now I'm going to encourage my kid to do dumb shit. Come on, man. All right, here we go. This is a local story about the daycare alleged allegations here of abuse. It's a local story. Lebanon. At a Lebanon daycare. That's why I try to tell parents, man, like, there ain't no damn way I'd send my kid to a daycare. You crazy as hell. Some ratchet ass hussy gonna try to put their hands on my kid. No thanks. Let's watch this. Oh, I need to get my audio. Oop. Come on, you raggedy bastard.
Police are looking into a physical abuse allegation on the Owl's Nest daycare. This is on West Gay Street. If you're familiar with this, it was reported to the department last week. It happened back in February, though. We're told the suspect is no longer working at that daycare.
Investigation is underway at a Lebanon daycare. After an allegation of physical abuse was reported to police, the Lebanon Police Department said it's actively investigating the Owl's Nest daycare on West Gay Street in Lebanon. The alleged incident happened on Friday, but it was just reported to the department last week. So if you have any kids that have been going there, they probably more than one. You know how it is. They start investigating them, and it's never just one incident. They've always been in some kind of trouble before. Shout out to your wife, Bob. He said, my wife raised our kids as it should be. Exactly. Yeah, you're right about that, Dom. Donald Hopp says, 2 places that are not safe, daycare and elderly care centers. And they always pick on the weak people. You know what I mean? They never go, you never see nobody getting bullied at the UFC training center. You know what I mean? Nobody's getting bullied at the police training academy. They're always picking on people smaller than them or people that don't or won't fight back. Come on, man. Hey, we got an update too on the Titans football player story from last week, where his father got killed in that explosion. They finally gave a cause for it. They said it was a natural gas explosion. That's what my theory was. Natural gas led to the deadly Mooresville home explosion.
Investigators now know what caused a deadly home explosion in Mooresville last week. According to the Iredell County Fire Marshal's office, a natural gas explosion caused this home to collapse. Robert Farley, the father of NFL player Caleb Farley, was killed. A family friend was also hurt in that explosion. Investigators say they can't pinpoint the point of origin and can't investigate further because of what's left of the house simply isn't stable enough. Now, we've been following this story since it broke last Tuesday, and we'll continue to bring you every new detail as we get them. You can read all of our updates on this tragedy on our website, WBTV.com. Dude,
that's crazy as hell. Yeah, don't take it lightly if you smell gas around your house. You better turn that shit off. Devin, what's happening? Yeah, it blew that house to smithereens too. Look at that shit, Anthony. Like nothing was left. There's insulation, some wood. I mean, there are probably some physical parts and whatnot of the person, RIP there. I mean, you'd have to think that with all that debris all around, his pieces and parts will be all around. That natural gas ain't nothing to play with. We saw that other explosion last time too. Blew that bitch right up. To kingdom come, not a damn thing left. We already talked about last time they were going to bring back COVID, but it looks like September is going to be what they're looking for as far as everybody needs to get their new vaccine. Make sure y'all go out and get your vaccine now.
The president said in Tahoe that he had tentatively decided to recommend everyone get the new vaccine. When is he going to decide finally?
So I think you've heard from the FDA and CDC. They've made an announcement on the new vaccine. So certainly they said that there'll be an updated vaccine mid-September, I believe. So we know that, as you all know, vaccinations against COVID-19 remains the safest protection for avoiding hospitalization, long-term health outcomes, and death, which is why we are going to be encouraging Americans to stay up to date on their vaccines.
The president said in Tahoe.
Yeah, make sure you stay up to date on your vaccines. Hold on 1 second here. Boomhauer had something. Hold up. Boomhauer had something. Do. What you got here? Boomhauer says Rebel, one of Mrs. Boomhauer's kids has been abducted. What the fuck? Or is missing outside of the Zaxby's in Rivergate. They don't know what happened. She went on lunch break and now missing. What did they call the cops? What the cops saying on that shit? Yeah, me too, Cosmic. Shout out to all the pure bloods in the house. Faux show. Yeah, they love to lie. Lie. That's all they do. Lie. That's all they do. There was a funny SNL skit that I can't play it on YouTube because they're going to try to copyright the stream anyway, but we'll play that on the Rumble channel. It's actually pretty funny. One of the funniest shit they've had in a long time. It hasn't been funny in a long time. OG Debris says, why are they still pushing those ineffective vaccines? Dude, you just heard Jean K. Pierre. She said that was the most effective vaccine in the history of vaccines. It brings you back to life. Allegedly, it keeps you from actually dying. You will not die if you get it. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm not a medical person. I can't give advice. Fonzie says, what are pure bloods supposed to do if something happens? Wheelers, we need blood. Well, don't go four-wheeling, dude. You'll be fine. It's the same as the ATL Interstate Cheez-Its girl, so the cops are looking. Man, she probably ran off with her boyfriend. She probably quit that bitch, and they were just like, she didn't come back from her break. Yeah, she quit. Let's get on to this next one. This is a video from Colin Rugg over on YouTube. He says, new students... students seen jumping out of windows at the University of North Carolina after a gunman started shooting on campus. A person of interest in the shooting has been identified as Tali Kui, a PhD student. Tali Kui. I don't know, or Tali Key. Not sure what his nationality is, but says he was a PhD student before coming to the United States. Key ironically studied at Wuhan University. Oh, so he's Chinese. Where he graduated. A person says, I would have never guessed that he would have been the kind of person who could have possibly be capable of this type of thing. This kind of thing. He was always very quiet, said a friend. Look, they jumping out that beast. They ain't going very far, but shoot, you got the right idea. There ain't no way I'd hang out in there. You got a school shooter in there? Bonk out, fools. Y'all remember that damn movie, Toy Soldiers? That'd have been me and my friends. We're getting the hell up out of here. Boomerhart says, no, she was adopted. She went on break and never was heard from again. Her adopted parents are still looking for her. A week now? A week? Dude, I thought you said just now. God damn. Oh, he's in jail now? Yeah, I was going to run through here and get the update. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, they're saying no update yet, but a month before the shooting, he sent out a social media post about making friends. He said, I would like to make some new friends. I'm a second-year PhD student interested in nanoparticles synthesis, atopical trapping, self-assembly, spectra analysis, and ML. Holy shit, this dude was a brainiac. Crazy. And that was the first day of school, allegedly, there too. Oh, dude, I'm sure they do. Donald Hopp says, well, they have sleepers in America full of spies. Dude, they got Chinese police stations in this bitch now. We're straight up invaded. I hope people don't understand that. I hope you understand that we've straight up been invaded. Here's the guy right here. I don't know if this is a meme or it's supposed to be funny or what the fuck this is. Is this the real thing? Was this the real Fox News headline? The shooter was described as mostly white Asian male. What the hell? Yeah. Does this dude look mostly white to y'all? Boomer says, no, I'm just telling you about it now. Just waiting on the cops to nab somebody. I don't know, man. It sounds like she might have just ran away, homie. She quit that job and said, fuck these people in this job. All right, so let's go get the update on it right quick. So a faculty member was shot dead at the UNC Chapel Hill, and the suspect is in custody.
What we don't know tonight is why. We have team coverage for you. CBS 17's Harrison Grubb is talking with students about what happened. But let's begin with CBS 17's Galat Malamed live on campus with the latest on the investigation. Galat.
We still see FBI agents walking around here. They have the building where this happened blocked off still as they continue to investigate. Right now, Campus Police Chief Brian James is not releasing the identity of the suspect. He says that's because no formal charges have been filed. Earlier in the day, they did put up a picture of somebody they said was the person of interest. That picture matched the photo of a graduate student, but the campus police chief tonight has not confirmed that that is the person they took into custody. As hours of lockdown and uncertainty on UNC Chapel Hill's campus comes to an end this afternoon. The healing.
This is truly a
They look like a bunch of mostly white kids right there, too. Is this mostly a white school? Obviously, he was Asian, so it's a college. There's going to be lots of people there, but look like the typical frat kids standing right there to me.
A tragic day for our campus community.
And investigation.
Why today? Why at all?
Are just beginning. UNC officials say a suspect is in custody.
Yeah, the Asian guy is the guy they said he was mostly white.
After a faculty member was shot and killed inside Caudill Labs.
The shooting damages the trust and safety that we so often take for granted in our campus community.
Campus Police Chief Brian James says a 911 call for shots fired came in just after 1 p.m. and officers took the suspect into custody about an hour and a half later. James wouldn't say how the officers took the suspect into custody, but he says police are working to find out the motive. As for a connection to the victim. Were they known to each other? Did they ever work together? Perhaps a potential student?
We don't know that information at this time. That'll hopefully be uncovered through interviews of the...
They know whether he worked together or not. They know if he was one of that dude's students. Did the dude come there just to kill his teacher, or what was his motive to do that?
Suspect as well as any witnesses that may be available.
As of the early evening, officers still hadn't found the gun they say the suspect used. Caudill Labs stayed blocked off for hours. Freshman Rushila Murtia.
You know, my family, when somebody passes, we light a candle.
Came to honor the faculty member killed. The university has not released the victim's identity.
Just joining the college community and then seeing something like this happen, it's like, it's pretty jarring. I thought I'd give something back at least.
The lockdown was lifted around 4:15, about an hour and a half after the suspect was taken into custody. James says officers wanted to make sure they had the correct suspect and that the campus was secure because there were more 911 calls for potential gunshots and victims.
It's just disheartening that this could happen to any of us on campus today, so it's just scary.
The chief says officers detained another person at first based on suspect description, and they were in close proximity of the incident, but then they quickly realized it was not the right person and released them. Classes are canceled.
Oh, hell no. So they apprehended another Asian guy and said, that's the Asian guy right there, get him. Dude, what would you say? What would you do if you tried to get apprehended just because you look like somebody else? Hell no.
Here tomorrow, and the chancellor says that information about resources already went out to staff and students. Live in Chapel Hill.
Wow. Let's see, got some more video here. Video's gonna show there's one of the bullet holes right there. Cops coming through the building right there inside the Caudill Labs at UNC during the active gunman situation. He just looks like a regular homeboy, like he just got from the bar. They were just ready to go. They said, fuck it. Everybody else got police uniforms on though. Homeboy watching their six right there. Wild, man, wild.
From your vantage point.
Well, even though someone is in custody right now, let me tell you, the investigation here at Caudill Laboratories is in full swing. I'm going to step out of the way here because in the last half hour, we were actually closer to the gunshot. And I just want to say that they've actually added this police tape over in this area because they think there might be a bullet fragment or just a full-on bullet right here in this grassy area. Now, the FBI is here as well as local law enforcement officers. They keep walking back and forth right.
Check out that bullet hole right there in that window. I don't know if that was coming in or going out. It almost looks like it was going in, but it's hard to tell just from looking from here.
Tape and where police are actively investigating. Now, the call clear came out at 4:15. It is now 5:31, and they have been nonstop working to kind of put together the pieces here. People are being asked to stay away from Caudill Laboratories, but people keep coming up here trying to see what's been going on. Now, we did speak with a student earlier today who was stuck in a building right nearby for hours and hours while this all transpired. She tells us she was terrified, and even though she's physically okay, she still can't stop thinking about what happened.
And I think this just speaks to changes that need to be made because...
Here to go with gun control shit. Every time after there's some kind of a shooter, they always talk about gun control, gun control. Well, gun control laws are laws, and murdering people is already against the law, and they don't give a fuck about that. So why do they care about gun laws? Wake up, people. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so they got the guy. And it's supposed to be a gun-free zone anyway. I mean, they think criminals give a fuck about laws, and they obviously don't, so... What are you supposed to do, man? Take guns away from people that don't commit crimes? I don't know. Bigger hole on the outside of a shot from within. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, they've been having a special session here in Tennessee too about the gun laws here because of that Covenant school shooting. They've been riding that shit into the ground. Still won't release that manifesto, but trying to get more gun laws passed. Do 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 do. All right, let's listen to this young lady.
Are obviously a person of color like we are.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to not be Trump supporters. So what is it about Trump
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I was talking to my husband about it earlier, and when I really started educating myself and informing myself on Donald Trump, one thing that I'm passionate about is human trafficking, that especially of children. And when I really started digging into it, I saw that Trump also is a huge supporter. He donated recently $35 million to support human trafficked survivors. Yep. That really struck a chord with my heart. And so
Amazing.
When I started really looking into him, I'm about action, I'm not about words. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I like the fact that he says what's on his mind. I like the fact that he doesn't say what he thinks people want to hear from him. And to me, I know everything that he's done for the black communities, and I stand behind him.
Beautiful.
100%. I'm not only a Trump supporter, I am a Trump lover. And for the longest time, I've been afraid to come out and say that.
Well, here we go.
Because I didn't want to lose my blackness or my black friends or whatever. But
remember what Joe Biden said, if you vote for Trump, you ain't black.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
What an idiot.
What an idiot. Yeah, more people are waking up to his dumbass shit, but it sounded like she was already informed. I know, OG. For real, free the nip, homeboy. Yeah. OG says, OG Space Debris says, what do you reckon was in the manifesto? Dude, it was plans for other incidences that were supposed to take place. And they were saying that it was supposed to expose vulnerabilities of those particular places. And she had plans on attacking some places that she decided not to because they had guards there and they had guns there to protect people. It's kind of crazy. Dude, that's what I was thinking too. Lose your blackness? What? How the hell are you going to lose your blackness? That's something that people give to you now. Let's keep going. This was yesterday. Injuries reported after a sheriff's rescue helicopter spirals out of control and crashes into an apartment building. Multiple emergency crews are currently on the scene after a Broward County Sheriff's Office fire rescue helicopter crashes Watch this video. This is crazy video. This looks like a movie scene. Remember how back in the day you always see a helicopter crash? It always falls back behind the trees. You never actually see it crash. These motherfuckers were in for a wild ride, though. Check this out. It's another angle here. Look at that thing was in bad trouble. Bad trouble. Look at that. That thing ain't supposed to be bent like that. It's straight up on fire. Tumbling out of control. You're losing your all sense of direction. You're spinning in a damn circle like a maniac. Donald Hobbs says diversity pilot. Probably, dude. I don't know. Accidents do happen though, for sure, but hey, you couldn't tell nowadays, man. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Crashed into an apartment building, dude. You're sitting there watching Family Guy, and here comes a helicopter through your roof. Gosh. Hey, yeah, at least it didn't explode until it hit the fucking apartment complex. That was wild, though. Dude, that was crazy as hell. But they're saying injuries reported, like nobody died from that shit. Spiraled out of control and crashed into an apartment building, bursting into flames this morning near Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Florida. 2 individuals that were involved in the helicopter crash were hospitalized, and authorities have not disclosed their conditions. Fire officials are saying no injuries have been reported inside the apartment building at this time also. So here's an update. Holy crap. Look at this hole in this mother. At least 2 apartments destroyed right there for sure. Next door neighbors to each other got their shit toasted. I'm sure the ones adjacent to them as well probably destroyed. It says update, aerial helicopter footage shows severe damage to the apartment building complex after a Broward County Sheriff's Office fire rescue helicopter spiraled out of control and crashed. The officials are now reporting that 1 person has died in the helicopter crash. Wow. So one of the people that got taken to the hospital died from their injuries, I guess. Oh no, both of them. Update, 2 people have been killed, including 1 person on the ground, and 4 others are injured in the helicopter crash. Dude. I was going to be surprised if nobody got out of that unscathed, man. That looked like a bad accident for sure. They're lucky it didn't burn that whole damn place down. Climate change. Yeah, how many fatalities, Fonz? It was 2 so far. 1 person on the ground, and one of the pilots, I guess. Be following that story to see if anything else happens on that. Let's get back on this Trump train right quick.
We're going to have a country that's unified, but we're going to bring everybody together. We want it all back.
Hell yeah, boy. Trump 2024. SC Wolverines, you need to do a remix on that shit, son. Shout out to C3P Memes over there on YouTube for those cool Trump meme videos. Hang on, Boomhauer sent me one just in a second before we get back into this crazy shit. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. I definitely appreciate y'all. Hendersonville teen missing after not returning home from work. This is the story that Boomhauer was just telling us about.
Return from work. A teen is missing in Hendersonville. 17-year-old Denisa Goodner did not return from work at Zaxby's on Anderson Lane in Hendersonville. This was Sunday. She was wearing her blue Zaxby's uniform shirt and black pants at the time. If you have seen her, please contact Hendersonville Police.
Dude, that's right down the street by Lowe's, man. That seems fishy. She ran off with somebody. People don't just get kidnapped in Hendersonville, man.
New tonight, if you see a bright pink...
But she was a pretty girl, too. I don't know, man. Should be one that somebody might want to take, though. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. 17 years old. I don't know, man. She probably ran off with her boyfriend. I mean, it's always a possibility. Oh, shit. That's always a possibility. Whoop. Here we go, back on this. So, this was a story a couple days ago. Emeryville police, multiple fights broke out involving 300 juveniles near the AMC Theater at Bay Street around 5 p.m. Bay Street Mall. Police said the call to congregate was put out on social media. One shot was fired. No one was injured, but a juvenile was stabbed with non-life-threatening injuries. Look at all these people. They just get around and fucking want to cause chaos and break shit and steal shit. I don't get it, man. Where are mom and daddy at? Oh, cool. Cosmic Shy said, waiting for my DT mugshot shirt to come. I got your order. It should be on its way. It's processing right now. Thank you so much. Donald Hop, too. He said they only have up to 2 T-shirts, but I'm sure they'll get bigger sizes soon. Yeah, let me check on that. They should be 4X and stuff like that, too. I got them all in different sizes to make sure everybody can be accommodated. Donald said, me too, ordered my shirt, already waiting. Sweet. Yeah, y'all just be patient. I hope that y'all are getting the emails for notifications for when as your product's going along. They send me the emails, too. Hopefully you guys are getting the same emails I am. But they are being processed, so everybody just hang tight. Anyway, let's watch this video. Dude, I don't know if this was me. I just get the fuck up out of there.
So when you look down, it's just like mobs of people just running and running. And when we ask people like what's happening, they're like, people are going around pepper spraying people. There's people like throwing chairs. And it was just very hectic. Yeah. And the only way we could get out, because obviously we're upstairs, like we can't go downstairs because we just put ourselves into that. So we went through the parking lot, and then once we left the parking lot, we heard a gunshot. It was pretty loud.
Wow. And you knew it was a gunshot at that point?
At that point, it's like, it was honestly, we were expecting it.
Well, yeah, it ain't no damn way. Did any of those big ass mobs of people? I get the hell out of there. Here's some more footage. people wilding out doing dumb shit. Where are all these kids' mom and daddies at? Most of them are probably over 18 though. 15 to 18, 12 to 18 at least. 12 to 25 at least. These people acting dumb as hell. Dumb. Plumb stupid. Yeah, just a bunch of thugs that need to be in jail. Exactly, Cat. No daddy in the house. I guess they're going to try to go see daddy. Is that the plan? Everybody just get fucked up so we can all go see our dads? I'll miss daddy, so I need to get some charges. Maybe we'll run into each other in the jailhouse. Dumb. Give them all 10 years. Yeah, without that cell phone, too. If they didn't have them cell phones, they wouldn't do half of that shit, man. I'm telling you right now. Because people think about when we were kids, we were held accountable for doing shit. And that's the new thing now. Nobody goes to jail. They just get held accountable. Nobody gets their ass whipped. They just get held accountable. The fuck out of here. Let's see what Alan Dershowitz has to say about Trump's impending trials. He's got it right, too. Listen to this, man. He knows what's up.
How do you anticipate that playing out?
Well, it's impossible to have the trial in January, even though a bunch of zealot law professors and former judges, many from the Federalist Society, filed a brief in the court asking for a January 2nd date. Never in the history of our country has a case as complex as this, with so many counts and so many documents, been able to be brought to trial within 4 months and 3 weeks is what they're asking for. 4 months and 3 weeks. If I were a defense attorney in the case, I would stand up in front of the judge and say, I'm not doing this. It's like asking a brain surgeon to commit brain surgery without preparation. I am a lawyer. I am not going to be ineffective on behalf of my client. No, I will not participate in this mockery of injustice, this rush to injustice. You're going to have a trial date which allows me to investigate every witness, investigate the jury pool, make every motion I want to make, and take every appellate remedy I want to take. That's what the legal system's about, and you're not going to shortcut it just because of your political goals. That's what they're trying to do.
Boom. And that's what they're trying to do, is rush that trial so fucking quick. Everybody's entitled to a speedy trial. Yeah, we get it, but come on, dude. Yeah, I do got some more stuff on those Maui fires too that I want to do on the Rumble channel, because not all that stuff you can talk about on YouTube, man. They try to get all iffy about weird shit. Conspiracy theories, allegedly. Let's see, SC Wolverines, you got it on your channel. Let's go watch it right quick. Boom, got you right there. He just uploaded it for
everything that they said was a conspiracy as always seems to come true. And I want to get in front of this thing. So we'll talk about what's happened. Let's make this a call to action, not just to fellow patriots, but to the world, because I believe this is the beginning of something really bad, or it could be the beginning of something really amazing in terms of an awakening. And this is now on the world stage, and this needs to be played out in the world court, if you will, because there's people that died here that were from all different countries. And as you know, a lot of things become an issue as jurisdiction. And I don't believe this is no longer in the jurisdiction of Hawaii. I believe this is not even in the jurisdiction of the federal courts. I believe this is in the jurisdiction of the world, and the world needs to pay attention and needs to wake up. But I'll walk you through what's happened so far, and I could go through the colossal list of items. Okay, the colossal list of everything that went wrong simultaneously. And I'm not here to point the finger at who or what. I'm just going to show you what we are seeing and what we've seen. But let's begin with the first thing, which is the total, utter lack of communication that we've had on the west side of Maui. I'm here just north of the burn zone, north of Lahaina, very close. The fire came within a mile or two of my home. We've been evacuated 3 times. We've had fields set fire around my home. Just the other day, I went live with a fire that broke out just a few yards from my house.
Wow.
Spontaneously in the middle of the day. On that particular day, the alarms went off. Chinook helicopters came in. We got text messages. So it's almost like they're trying to show that they're competent now. But back when the big fire broke out, and there was multiple fires, it wasn't just a fire in Kula that broke out, but also a fire in Lahaina. But there was multiple different places where this thing broke out. On that particular day, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. For example, there was no sirens. Hawaii has the most sophisticated siren system. It did not go off. And they try to spin it by saying that we're trained as the people here to run uphill because it's a tsunami warning, but their own website says it's not. It's for emergencies. And when the alarm goes off, you're supposed to tune in to find out what the danger is and act accordingly. But to this day, they haven't retracted their statement that's saying it's for tsunamis only. Even if it was, people would not run uphill into a fire. So the sirens did not go off. The text messages, we receive text messages all the time for emergencies. Those text messages also were not sent out. And we were able to receive text messages throughout this entire breakdown of communication. Text messages always worked. We could never respond to them, but the text messages didn't go out. Water was not provided in the area of the fire. I have eyewitness accounts of people that came home that morning and they couldn't take a shower. They couldn't turn on their washer at home because there was no water. So the firemen had no water to fight this fire. And then they tried to say it was because of some kind of water rights issue, which is ridiculous because...
Yeah, it was some kind of water rights issue, supposedly. Anthony's hitting on it right as he's asking. He said, Rebel, who would not let the water be used? And from what I understand, one of the officials I saw, he was trying to spin it, saying that they saw water as something spiritual between them and their culture and all that shit. And I get it. But you ain't going to have no damn culture if you don't let me turn this hose pipe on right quick, because your shit's burning down to the ground. You understand me? Make sure you go check out SE Wolverine's channel over there on YouTube. He's got the rest of that video for you. We're going to get some more of that stuff and more over on the Rumble channel right after these words from yours truly. Shout out to my Rebels. Thank you guys so much for being here. I definitely appreciate y'all. I'm going to be back on YouTube and Rumble on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Between 7 and 8, I'll be there. I ain't trying to be too on time. That's racist. You know how that shit goes. So make sure you follow me on the Rumble channel. We're about to jump over there right now. All my YouTube people make the jump. Shout out to my moderators. Anthony McQuaid, Atomic Tabasco, Cat F, Zeta Witchy's Cane Sword, Latina and Cali, and the beautiful Miss Sonia Scrapbook. Shout out to my YouTube people for coming. Thank you guys so much for the new people in here. Cosmic Shy and Brandon. I appreciate you. Donald Hop, always good to see you back in here, sir. Yeah, Cosmic Shy says, where's the missing children from the Hawaii fires? Dude, I already told, you weren't here for last week's show, but anytime you see missing people in a fire or in a water catastrophe, they're not missing, man. They're dead. I'm so sorry to tell y'all, but ain't nobody missing in a fire. But I guess to be fair, the officials did come out and say, that they released 388 names on people that were missing. Okay. And now they updated it because 100 people came forward and say, hey man, I wasn't missing. I was just at my Meemaw's house, you know? So now they have 288 official that they haven't found yet. So official, I guess, would be actually identified by DNA remains and wise ways, purposes, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, threat to survival. You get it, Shondown. Yeah, Joshua Bateman. I'm sorry, I said Brandon. I'm sorry. But everybody jump over to the Rumble channel. Thank you guys so much for being here on YouTube. I will see y'all next time Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get